stream started. Make sure you have snacks and water or anything to drink. Because, like I said, it's a visual novel and all that stuff. Also, please heed the warning that is scrolling on the top of the screen, for it might have some strong themes and such. So, yeah. Let me go to screen, which is this one. Cool. Now we're here. Let me refresh everything to make sure everything is working fine. Refresh this as well. Okay, that's good. And then let me put out a note or thing to let folks know that we are live. We are live. It's in here. Okay, cool. Do not want to waste any more time. We'll see how far this route goes. If it lasts more than maybe an hour 30, I'll probably save it and then we can continue another time. But for now, we are going to roll with it. Let me also open up that. Okay, cool. Chips. I'm eating hot Cheeto fries and just generic purified water. Alright. Let's go. We're gonna do Dr. Love's route as the title of the stream. And then we do E-Cardi and then Vitale? Or Vital? Is the name really Vital? Okay, whatever. And then I guess we unlock him once we do both of their routes. Wow. Chapter 1. My weight dropped against the bed in my my weight dropped against the bed in my dark room, unable to cave the lull of sleep just yet. Couldn't stop thinking about Dr. Love's proposal. If you're aware of my show, then you must know that we provide love consultations here. Therapy for my love life. Why do you think I need this, huh? Giving off energy of a single and struggling man. Oh, really? Do you find that funny, Love Doctor? Haha, I'm just offering to help you fix that if you so desire. An option, if you will. Another option that didn't involve tracking down Eros and stabbing him in the touch. The mere thought actually made me wince. Not that I felt above it. In fact, he deserved it. But maybe Dr. Love was a bit of a sweet talker. Or not, I just want to continue believing in something a little more normal than attempting to kill a god. The more idea comes to mind, the crazier it sounds. So far away for a mere human to achieve. Vital said it wasn't impossible, but it didn't guarantee that I would be the one to make it possible. I may have a few bolts loose, but not that many. Let's just stick to what I know. Last Studios, 7 p.m. Sorry if you hear me chewing or my mouth is really full while I'm talking. Oh, reading. I'm eating chips. I had avoided going all day, but I found myself at the front entrance anyways. It was just yesterday I got into a fight with one employee entering the building again. After that felt embarrassing. Seconds away from turning my heel, a jingle of the front door opened and caught my attention. That's when I saw him again. Oh my goodness. You actually have no heart hole thing in your chest. No hole in chest. Unless this is your human disguise, because I don't even see your wings and horns either. You came here? Oh, I guess he did not look like some outwardly being. He was just a normal human, would appear to be. Were you about to leave? I guess you don't do walk-ins. Come in. I can come back tomorrow and schedule an appointment like a person with common sense. No need, you're already here. I have time, so come in. He held the door and allowed me into the studio building, leading me back to his office room. He unlocked the door and turned the lights on. I took a seat at his desk. He pulled out some papers. He really liked to handle things on the spot. It would be present waste of time for you and future waste of time for me to put this off. Strange way to put it. You came all this way to talk. Why should I leave it for the later when I'm still here? I suppose you have a point. So you here tried to love consultation, correct? Yeah, I am. Single and struggling. A lot. I aim to fix that. So you know something about this process before you sign any commitments or documentation? I'm listening. As secretary, you have to be comfortable sharing details of your life with me. Not just romantic experiences, but delicate topics, even things such as your childhood. I thought this was fine in my partner. In journey, I must understand you to understand where your link leads to. You're free to omit what you think won't be helpful to the case. However, given as much detail for discovering your love language is essential to revealing the threads to your partner. Now, I could give you a general reading off of the basics about you. Things you like, dislike, favorite color, favorite movie, favorite food. But that can complicate results. I'll pick up the general area. Not a clear idea of who your partner might be. So the more information I give you, the easier it will be to identify my partner. It's essentially, yes. Now everything that you can tell me will be sensitive information and held confidential for your privacy. Only you can access your files here, so you need to not worry about the spread of your personal life unless you explicitly give us permission to use it. I stare at the papers on his desk and give them some more thought. I was terrified to open up to someone other than Malo and Grandma, especially after trying so many times with past lovers. Now here I was with some love therapist asking me to do it again. There was something about him, casual yet professional atmosphere that made me want to tell him. It didn't feel like he had hardly any mind to judge me, but he certainly covered the angles to make me feel safe. If you have any questions, you can take your time if you don't need to. No, I'll do it. Are you sure? Yeah. Alright, before I have you sign that documentation, let's see where I can fit you in my schedule. Dragging the paper closer to my fingers, view the terms and conditions as he looked through his agenda. That. Excuse me. I want to see you soon. How does 2 days from now sound? 1 p.m.? Nothing planned. Good, then that time is yours. You may sign those now. I reach into my shoulder bag, pull out a fountain pen, and then begin to sign my specified spot, but I look up to see he changed appearance again. He looked like a demon. This caused him to look up from his book. However, his eyes landed on my pen. Ugh. Whoa! He got my wrist and yanked me closer, staring at the pen. Alarm. Oh my gosh. Let me go. A shard of Arrow's arrow can't. The shards from Arrow's arrow. You can't be. I said let go. Who are you? Wait a minute. Who are you people? Oh, chapter 2. Okay, we're like going by this pretty fast. Holy cow. Class Marcia, Peter Latte, 11 a.m. 2 days passed since my exchange with Dr. Love in his office. I was so confused about what I've seen in that moment. I found an opportunity to break away from him, right out of the building. Called once more, but I didn't answer. I even contemplated blocking the door, unable to fathom whatever the hell he was. I met a Cupid, Pokémon God, and what? A demon? I wasn't sure. I didn't want to find out that badly. In fact, it provide better for me to forget the last few days entirely. All of it means to fall further into insanity. The last thing I needed was to have yet another reason for people to thought I was weird. Hey, Earth to May, Mars speaking. Do you read me? Huh? Are you on the same planet as me, or have you floated off to Pluto? I'm listening now. Yeah, I know, but not for about 6 minutes straight. The hell were you rambling about for 6 whole minutes? Took a sip of my latte and found out my phone screen sitting across from me. Mellow surprised me with a random video call after settling into our new place. Cheese, I was talking about cheese. No, you weren't. I'm mad that you are at Pedal Latte right now. Then move back here and bring Esmond too. Do me a favor. Or you could move here where the weather and scenery is prettier. Grasmar is prettier too. Yeah, but it rains a fuck ton, so if you ask me, true. Grasmere was known for the best rainy days than anything else, but when graced with sunny, clear skies, it was a beautiful place. Probably not as beautiful as the place Marlo lived now, though. There were the people to think about. Well, I have a decency to know some nice people. Grasmere has far to share of shitty citizens who wasn't uncommon to see a random brawl or sitting between a screaming match sometimes. I was asking an accident about Grandma earlier. Oh, she's okay. I heard her son's coming to visit. Really? He would show up when I couldn't meet him. Come back for a few days. You'll be able to see him. Gonna be very busy meeting Esmond's family and setting up shop here. By the way, if you ever want to pull those talented hands of yours to work on someone's body, I have a booth for you with your name on it. You know, I never learned to actually apply tattoos. I just draw them. And I will gladly teach you, or you can learn yourself. Regardless, you have a place in my shop. Now that you're there, I have to figure out who's gonna tattoo over Hindy's name. She found a little nod her head at that. I told her about her failed attempt at calling him again and how he utterly shut me down. We can arrange something one of these days. I'll drive there and bring you here for a couple of days. Sure, the change of scenery would be good for you too. Might even find yourself a partner. Yeah, right. If anything, I believe the people there might be a little too sweet for my taste. Think twice if they're brainwashing you over there. Ha ha, you're very funny. Seriously though, I want to see you shack up and happy. Forget Hindy's boring ass and find you a good person to take care of you. So true, Queen. So true. You know I'm trying. I roll my eyes, but still smile. Her concern left me soft even when I felt angry and stubborn. She really was the only person to make me feel special in the world. Oh, baby, you're back. How was your meeting? Look at this fine melanated gentleman. You know what? It's so true, Queen. Go ahead and live with this beautiful prince. They're gonna do one last check of the parlor repairs. The ceiling leak seems to be fixed. Who are you driving here? Who else? Hey, Melrose. How's it going? Hey, missing my friend that you took. Don't start that. Haha, sorry man, you're always welcome to crash here if you want to see her. I'm sure she would love to pop by and visit you too. Not coming along? If you will have me, of course. Her friends are my friends, vice versa. He's so sickly sweet to her. They're definitely that couple that you're happy to see and love, but can't help feeling disgusted by a third wheel. At least for me. We talked a bit longer before his family came pulling in. I felt it was time to get off the phone. Fortunately, I missed the window and asked for advice for the whole love forecasting thing, but maybe it was better to trust my gut. The appointment's later today, but I decided to ignore it. You're not going? And you're at the bar. Ooh, you crazy alcoholic dude. You should have just went to the love therapy. Crossbows to your solar bar, 9 p.m. As I work at a couple of shifts, I stop at the solar bar for drinks. I couldn't get wasted since I showed up in my car. So I enjoy some non-alcoholic cocktail out of the street. There must be a special occasion given there were more people dancing than usual. I love asking the bartender, but I settled for watching the boxing match on the television instead. Of the bars I've seen to, solo was always the one I felt more comfortable in. It wasn't a space that drama occurred too often, save a couple past blowouts of my own, that is. I recall getting into 2 bar fights here. The both have been with a significant other. Oh my gosh. Not gonna lie, not the victim blame. Maybe it's you who is the problem in the past relationships. Maybe you need to change your attitude or something. I've been a good boy since then, keeping my further altercations outside of the building. Ding! A jingle of the bar door caught my attention, and then I froze. It crossed my mind that he had a shift at this one day today, but here he was. Sorry, Cloud, running late. I'm here now. Turning my body opposite the bar, hurried to try to finish my drink. Melrose? Felt his hand touch my shoulder. I gritted my teeth. The universe decided that he had noticed me. I continued to drink and didn't turn to acknowledge him. He's been here for like an hour. Tell my world my business, Clive. I sighed and continued to watch TV. The faster I finished me, the faster I could leave. Can we talk? How long are you staying? I'm leaving after this drink. He frowned and turned to Clive for something needed. To which he nodded, suggesting him to go to me. And he came to sit next to me wearing a hesitant expression. Only ice left. Dog? Took my drink, abruptly got up and leave the bar, leaving my pay on the counter. Was doing everything I can about to cut him off. Still, he followed me outside my car. Can we talk, please? No, dog. There's nothing to say. I gritting my teeth after harshly rejecting my feelings, blaming me for everything that happened at the bridge. Why was he in my face right now? Was the only question. Yet he stood there twiddling his little fingers, beating around the dang bush. What do you want from me? Don't apologize. Dang it. Ooh, I'm sorry. I was in a bad mood that day, and it wasn't good. Actually, it can get really scary, but I'm really happy to see you alive. Okay. You first chose a wedge to follow a positive or negative influence, depending on the context of the scenes. Either choice to give a good or bad results for rebels. Think carefully. Positive influence don't always mean positive outcome, and vice versa. Oh my god. Okay, decisions. Okay, but this shot is lovely. This whole UI, beautiful. The fact that I didn't get a chance to save Scum, oof. You know what? Whatever. I do not care. I felt like part of me. What was the person telling me this right now? I was trying to forget him. Besides, Ash is still in his life. It would be crazy to hope to rekindle anything with him. Not after hearing how he felt about me. I couldn't. Are you done? Alright, Mabel. Yeah, I'm done. Good night then. Bye. Don't care. Open my car door, got inside, linger outside the bar until I pulled off and began heading over. At least I was the attention at the U-turn to head back down to the apartments, but I drove close to the sidewalk. Shithead. Is he in my car? Shatter. The metal ball collided with the midget of the crossing guy. Reflecting, I let go of the wheel and got in my face. Foot still on the pedal and crash. Hello? Did I just... Whoa. Hello? Okay. Okay, wow. Sure. Cats were sitting Oak Hospital, 12 a.m. Opened my eyes and I was waking up from a long dream. The room was chilly and indiscreet sound of the telephone bounced off the hospital wall. That's what I hated here. I was on my home because of that loneliness set in worse. My eyes warmed down to my arm, wrapped in a sling with a broken sprain. Tried to replay the night I remember, which led to this, but my head hurts too much, I think. And definitely between an accident, sighing, I closed my eyes and only opened them the second after the door opened my room. In walked in a man I didn't recognize, but my eyes just adjusted. Oh my gosh, Dr. Love, who's also a regular doctor? Maybe? Ah, you're waking up. What are you doing here? Cough. My voice came cracked, unused. My throat was dry like a desert. I had lost track of how many hours has passed, but if it was still the same day, Dr. Love brought a water bottle over and slipped a straw into it and held it to my lips. Drink first. Begrudgingly, I took a long sip of water before he set the bottle on the table to the bed. Answer my question. They contacted the last person to call you after your incident, and that person happened to be me. You called? Curious why you didn't show up to our sessions and intent on asking if you want to reschedule, cancel it. Why didn't you just say you were only an acquaintance? They couldn't get into your phone to call any of your relatives. As someone who at least knew you on a professional level, I want to extend my support. There was no relatives again in touch with. I've been separated from them for years. Well, the only hope I have in this world is Grandma and Melrose. Did I tell you what the heck happened? Yeah, you were attacked and followed in the car. Authorities arrested the subject not too long after. Do you remember the leading accident? No, my head hurts to think. Then it can't be helped. I pay to have your car put into the shop. Why would you do that for me? It's a non-issue to me. You were unconscious and no one was able to ensure you that you were taken care of. I simply offered the aid that you didn't have. It felt more like a flaunting your wealth if you ask me. I'm willing to ask if you want my wealth, but I'd like But I, like any other human, need money to survive, unfortunately. But you're not human. He slowly blinked and dragged his finger through his lock of long hair. His presence was blank and it has been a moment he entered the room. Couldn't imagine what he's thinking. Is that why you ran away the other night? It's not every day you see a person with horns, red eyes, black red wings exposed, beating heart. Point taken, and yet you undisturbed by my learning that. Appearance before you. My appearance before is neither here or there. In the end, the results of my efforts would be the same. Something about the way he spoke irked me and reassured me. As far as I can see, was a monster, and yet almost it felt like he had no intention of harming me. I chalked up and muddled a tired brain. So now that you know that I'm okay, are you heading home? I figured the empty hospital room might feel uncomfortable than the one shared with a guest. However, I'm prepared to return to my home at any moment. Should you tell me to leave? I stare blank at the face and roll my eyes. Dr. Love was a weirdo, confirmed, but I resonate with his words. Being left in the room all alone would leave with no choice but sleep the discomfort way. I won't tell you to leave, but you're making me feel indebted with all these effortless gestures. I can read. Then reschedule your sessions with me. I look at any side of him joking, but he actually wanted me to pay him back this way. Why? I said I aim to help you. I wanted the opportunity to try without cutting me short before I can even make an attempt. Waiting to get out of this. Surely it's more than the average consultation. Answers to quell my curiosity and the satisfaction of finding your soulmate. Nothing more. If you say so. Suppose there's no solid reason for you to believe me, but I will continue to make do with this much. I squinted at him and then sighed frustrated. He made it sound so simple, yet I couldn't believe it was. Dr. Love has an ulterior motive. I just couldn't prove it, nor I was sure I wanted to be any part of it. Give me some time. How much could you possibly need? Do you want me to terminate it? No, but I imagine that this is something you want more than anything, right? I don't trust you. Part of my job is to develop that trust. Of course, you have to let me in first. I'll let you into nothing without caution. Fine. I have practiced patience with my clients for years. I can do this again. Try to get back to me soon, however. I'm not exactly the freest man. With that, there wasn't much to be said between us anymore. The room fell to the sound of muffled TV, what I assumed was the heater. Quiet as it is, his presence did not disturb me. In fact, it was almost he weren't there. The man known as Dr. Love only stared at the TV through lazily eyes. Oh my gosh, Kia. Man, dude, aren't you cold? Button up that shirt. You whore. Tired seemed too simple of a word to describe him slumped on the chair. He was even comfortable. Was he even comfortable? Soon as he closed his eyes, his glasses dangled on the bridge of his nose. I heard it wasn't good to sleep with glasses on, but did it really matter to him? He wasn't human after all. Psst. I tried to get his attention, but absolutely futile. Dr. Love was all cold, heavy asleep with no peep left him. Not a single snore. If I squinted hard enough, I could at least see that he was breathing. Jeez. I decided it wasn't necessary to get him to remove his glasses. His eyesight was his own issue to tackle. If not for my exhaustion returning, I have kept watching him. I still have to figure out why his appearance keeps changing in front of me. At least I expected to ask him if he probably feigned ignorance. Eyes slowly closed, and I went unconscious. POV. Love Studio 2 PM Dr. Love POV. occurred to me that maybe my prior accent has struck into Mr. Figueroa. But for him to have my true form see my true form is that he cut the secret. He brought my attention to my heart the first time we met as well. Of course, the second time he only panicked because after he signed the papers. He was holding a pen then. And the time before that, I remember correctly, the pen has been in his jacket pocket. Undoubtedly, it is the fountain pen. Ah, a chip. I took a sip of my coffee, which has gone cold after hours. Sitting unintended after my last consultation, I had been reviewing the documents he has assigned. Could it be a pain if he didn't come back? No, it would be good if he didn't come back. Perfect even. However, I'm not a fool anyways. Never in my years did I think I would be run across another one again. I thought I solidified my resolve, but alas, I am still the being I was a century ago. Knock knock. New man entered, the door is unlocked. Briefly, a client I thought was coming in. Briefly, I thought a client was coming in, but then I was surprised to see a dainty young lady with a sea of golden locks and determined blue eyes in the room. A young lady I was more well acquainted with at this point. Fei-mei. Look at her. She's so cute. Like, she makes me think of Maria from Sonic Adventure. Like an older Maria. Isn't my favorite lovely Cupid of all time. You're saying this as you weren't the one who entered my office. Well, it is you. I've been looking for you. I suppose the perfect place is in your office. Is this not the most profound discovery you could make, Lady Fei-mei? Probably not, but the word on the street was that I live by, and it said you would be in office at this given time. That's no rumor, it's simply fact. Oh my gosh, what's on his glasses? He's so hot. Oh my goodness. Female, the goddess of rumor, she likes to attack intellect into the end to make it sound more professional. However, it does no wonders once she opens her mouth. It's often a sea of gossip. Never know, she has a way with persuasion and intrigue. On various occasions, I found myself on beneficial side of a rumor mill. There are truths and lies, but Fei-mei, being the goddess of it all, has an easier time of making a difference. As to whether she cares to spread it, the correct or truthful information depends on her mood. Equality is delicious as when it's not. Oh my gosh, no glasses, so hot. May I ask what brings you to our company? Aha, as usual, you know, I got intel, rumors, intelligible evidence, rumors, digestible news. Changing the name, unfortunately, does not change the fact what it is, Lady Fei-mei. She flipped my bangs with a slight air of annoyance and took a seat on top of my desk. Anyways, I heard many things today. You're bound to hear something about one of your clients. Is there anyone that you want to hear about? I would tend to pause and practice form of self-restraint, but I knew exactly what I wanted. Fei-mei has an efficient god for a talent. Yes, you have a pleasure of hearing details about a man named Melrose Figueroa. Now I'm on apartment in my old POV. Last 2 weeks has been difficult to manage with one arm. I was told to spend most of it resting until the sprain recovered, but being the only one in the party wasn't as favorable anymore. Landlady's son wasn't all excited to share their precious time with me. Not that I wanted to be part of their endeavor anyways. Only the scenes to preparing it more, and I was aware of it, that all. So when I shouldn't have been wandering around. Bless me. When I shouldn't have been wandering around and making money, I still tried. Spicy chip went up my nose. It burns. Lifting was a pain, and certain customers were very sympathetic about it. Even a doctor has given me a small tip due to disobeying my recommended treatment. As far as I was concerned, my actions were my consequences here, so everyone should mind their own. God, so stubborn. Most of will have a collaboration with your local eateries called Love Tracks. I changed the radio station. He's everywhere. Excuse me. When I woke up the next morning in the hospital, he surprisingly stayed just so that he could tell me he was leaving. Since then, I haven't spoken to him, nor had I approached him for the forecasting. Yet he's everywhere. Excuse me. Either because my seat is too small or I just never noticed until the two of us has become acquainted. He was apparently a regular patron of the Petal Latte. Got him strolling through the park once. Almost ran into him at the mall. We even caught the same bus. I'd have lost my mind if I'd seen him at the Solar, but I've been informed that area since the incident. Still don't care enough to check in, huh? And he definitely heard the news about me. The fact that the crash didn't happen for more than a minute after peeling off from the curb. Hell, he could have witnessed after I should do it. But he haven't said or sent me anything. The barkeep and Clive at least sent a text and email. Sent texts and emails as an apology, although it happens off the premises. Maybe it wasn't their problem, but I accept their justice unless they knew something that I didn't. Regardless, I was steering clear of going there to kill time. I couldn't even draw. Ring, ring. I pulled out my phone and found Marlo calling me. Hey, what's up? Check it up with you. Grandma told you sprained your arm in an incident. You totally left that part out of the text. I thought you were okay. I'm still in one piece, so technically I'm okay. Better not be working. Don't worry, I worked yesterday. May. I burst out in laughter, endearing and stern mothering tone. I remember the first time she called me May. Give me a second. Okay. Making sure my stream is running okay. Okay. Derivative. I probably pronounced that word wrong. Oh, the word May because we'd met then. Originally, she had a bizarre thought that the L in my name was I. No matter how much we went over it, I couldn't understand where she gotten it from. She's probably dyslexic in the most loving way possible. Well, was the common, more appropriate nickname, but I wanted to be different. She stuck to me. At first, it was annoying. Now it's better. Anyways, I'm glad that you're okay for the most part. Okay, as one can be in an empty apartment. You're totally fine. You know it. Are you still looking to date someone? I thought about arrangement with words. thought about my arrangement with Dr. Love and Frown. Andy apologized me 2 weeks ago, and I haven't heard from him since then. He's in the words. Oh my goodness, he's in the equation. Why? May, I thought you were kicking the toxic out and not inviting it back. So true, Queen. Tell him. Was he really that toxic? Yes, dude. Was he? Hello? Girl, me too. Anyways, I was thinking about something. It doesn't involve getting back with him, so pull your panties out of your ass. Thank you, sir. Panties comfortably arranged. Lamau. You know, if I was Esmond, that would be weird to hear someone here randomly out of context. Don't worry, he's been here the whole time. Hey, Melrose. God, I could have said something curses to hell, but he'd have heard it. Mar, what I mean when I'm on speaker? Oh, Esmond can stop being shy and say hello sooner, but will do. Knowing Esmond was around kind of changed the flow of conversation, but it was nice to hear her voice that she was happy. I really miss her here. Being without her was harder than I thought. Me with my friend 2 moves away. Higi's grocery store, 8 p.m. I gave myself a third week of rest and hopes my neglect will go without serenious effect. With the food running low and my arms feel gradually better, I figure grocery shopping for myself wouldn't be too bad as long as I got enough to carry in one hand. Need milk. I seldom visit the market this late, but I need some items that could also prepare tonight. Too many ingredients, not enough actual food. Round in a corner in the dairy aisle, I smack into another person with my cart. Shit, I'm sorry. Watch where you're going. Oof, dog. The two of us stood there staring at each other for a minute before I pushed past him with my cart. Melrose, right. I'm hungry, man. I don't have time for this. Would you just order out and waste the money that could go towards grocery instead? If you have a point, why come this late to shop? Because I'm a grown man? He rolls his eyes while trying to keep up and abruptly hand latch onto the cart and stop me in place. I'm getting real sick and tired of you. Let me help you shop. No. You will end up getting less food if you have to carry it all with one hand. If I help, you can buy more things. I don't understand why your expression concerns over trivial things, but when I need you the most, you aren't present. Ugh, toxic yaoi, not my favorite. I know some people eat this up, but no thank you. I think it's more of the ongoing back and forth bantering gets on my nerves. I'm like, dog, just get over it. Cause not gonna lie, when it comes to toxic yaoi, it gets to a point when I'm like, I'm done. He seems to flinch at the tone of my voice, then assume more serious positions, much like whenever he wanted to scold me or demand authority. Worry about the present? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Just let me help. No! Ooh, can Dr. Love be here? I know he's like everywhere, weirdly enough, but can he help? As we argue, I felt a light bump against the other side of my car and I snapped my head, find a foot, and I raised my gaze and... Oh my gosh! There he is! My beautiful snake man! I call him Snake Man because he looks like a snake. I apologize, I need to grab a liter of soda. My heart skipped a beat and raced like a heart attack was approaching. I didn't expect to run him here. Dumbass Cindy ruined everything. Sorry. Move your ass, Cindy. Oh, right. He stepped aside and allowed Dr. Love to grab a bottle of lime soda. It didn't seem like Dr. Love have any intention of leaving once he grabbed it, though. He needs a different name. He needs an actual name. Please find out what his real name is, Mel, because calling him Dr. Love is it's getting to a point. In fact, he continued to stand in front of Hindi, separating him from my cart. Are you done? I'm looking for another. Carry on. His eyes twitched at that, and he grabbed the edge of my cart, stimulously ducked to lean against it for support. Are we in your way? No. I love him. I love him. But from my observation, you're in his ways, and perhaps I am too. Right, Mr. Figueroa? Last name. Dr. Lovelazy turned his head to look at me, wearing an elegant smile despite his civil appearance. Can I please go to the dairy aisle? Of course. He let go of the cart without moving Hendy's hand from it with ease. Same moment, I pushed the cart with Handy trailing behind in tow. I continued to shout with him hovering nearby. You know him? Most people do. If they're into the Love Life Studio stuff. At that, Handy turned his head around and looked at Dr. Love, who's still lingering around us with some distance. Really? He's that guy? Uh-huh. I reached and grabbed a sack of potatoes, which Handy tried to help me grab. Time passed, I managed to shop enough to fill my fridge, but it was certainly too much with one hand all the way back home. When I left the parking lot, Handy insisted on taking me home in his car, but why are you gonna force his acceptance? He said he didn't want to go home with you. Why are you even still here? It has nothing to do with you. Go demon mode and eat him. Turn demon mode and beat his ass. Dr. Love wouldn't let Hindi put anything in his car. In fact, he had his own car to propose and taking me home himself. It was bizarre to witness two arguing over this. Honestly, I wanted to take the whole damn cart and walk home. Despite that, I couldn't shake my curiosity about why Dr. Love was meddling so much. As far as I should know, Handy would be my lover or something, but yet he's trying to defend me as if I need it. Cause you do need it. He's not your lover. He's nothing. He's nothing. He's trash. The fact that he cheated on his actual significant other with you and didn't even tell you about this person says a lot. Says a lot. You don't need him. Just leave. Just hook up with Dr. Love. He's the man, the myth, the hour. I could handle myself, but I didn't hate that he was interfering. In a way, I felt like the universe was trying to keep Handy from rekindling things with me. That made things easier. Can you open your trunk? I spoke up to Dr. Love in his spat with Handy. With no effort, he pressed the button to allow his key. Allow me just that. Handy didn't seem to like that. You're seriously gonna get in his car? You two aren't even close for that yet, right? Does it matter? Let's go positive. Hope it doesn't lead to something negative, like a car crash, Lamau. You had a point. Dr. Love and I have talked only a little. Even if I was curious to go in with it, it might not be as good as I wanted to think. I hesitated and stood there with the bag. I'm sure this is to make at the end Figueroa. If I'm imposing, don't feel pressed to take my offer. I'm gonna tell what he was thinking as he said that to me, but he kept a blank face. For some reason, I still wanted to. Come on, Melrose. He grabbed my arm and slightly tugged. All the glaring that Dr. Love, the atmosphere between them felt a lot more tense than they were just talking to each other. Okay, yeah, I'll go home with him. No need to trouble you. It would have been no trouble. I'll be careful. No! No! God, I hate this game. I hate this game. I'm making all the wrong decisions. I know they say, like, sometimes positive could mean the negative, and sometimes the negative could mean the positive. And ooh, I hate this game. In the positive. He fixed his lips and say something more, but faltered smart and retreated to his car. I watched him close the trunk and then peel off as Cindy loaded things into his backseat. Now that I'm alone with Cindy, I wonder what's really a good idea to go home with him. Should I keep my distance if I wanted to move on to him? Driving the company quiet. I sat And he was still pissed, which I couldn't exactly understand why. Did Dr. Love really get under your skin? Yes, why the hell do you think he is? Trying to flaunt how well off he is or something came off really arrogant. Maybe I wasn't getting the vibe, at least not then. So you thought it'd be okay just for him to talk to me like that? Yes, because you're idiots. Frankly, yes. You know what? Whatever. What are you doing? Not taking me home? That's what's happening. A girl, and as he drove past the street, he needed to turn to get on my party. Instead, he kept going straight and didn't bother to answer me. If I stopped, we were at his apartment complex. He got out of the car and stared at me, explaining, what kind of stupid thing you're pulling right now? My food needs to be in the refrigerator. If I hadn't taken you home, you would have chased me off. We would have gotten to talk. This is stupid. I would have let you come in or something. You're doing too much. Oh my gosh. I'll take you in the morning. I got room for the dairy stuff in my fridge. I sucked my teeth out and got up begrudgingly. I should have taken Dr. Love out first. I should have been at home in a blink if I had. What is this? What? What? Yeah. Do you want to save your progress? Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. Ah, that stinks. I picked all the wrong option. You know what? Let's see, what time is it? We got hours to spare. We're gonna run it back. We're gonna run it back and pick the correct options, because no. I don't approve of this. No. We are running it back. We are running it back. Skip. Skip. Okay, I did negative. Let's do a positive and see what happens. Holy cow. Wait, I could have saved. Bruh. I totally forgot I could just press escape to save. Anyways. Okay, what if I page 2 save here. Okay. And let's pick the I don't know if I'm gonna get the same situation of the grocery store scene. But we'll see. We'll see. To the positive route. Honestly, it was hard to hear him say that I simply taken in. But it hold on, I'm about to sneeze. Bless me. But it was that I wanted so bad for him. Some inkling of care, no matter how small it might have been. Dog, leave his ass, please. We couldn't have a relationship for 8 months, which he didn't even give a shit about me at all. Dog, if 8 months of basically a one-sided love situation, maybe just drop it. Maybe just drop it. Yes, I can understand. Asher kind of scared the shit out of both of us. Yeah, he and I have a complicated history. So answer me this. Is it true that the two of you are still dating even while we were together? Yes, the reason for that, and I want to tell you, but my shift. Dog. You're the problem. This man, a problem. If anything, I think Asher and Mel should just dump his ass. Asher and Mel should just dump his ass and just leave him. You're the problem. I didn't enjoy the idea of having our conversation cut after I asked an important question, but I understood the circumstances weren't exactly favorable for him anyways. The only reason I tried to duck so early is because of him, so I'll stay for a while. Then we can talk when your shift is over. No! It was 2 a.m. when the two of us came out of the bar. I led him into the car. My mood has largely lightning, watching Hindi and all the other bartenders give me some peace of mind for a bit. Right, so you asked me and asked you if we're still dating earlier. Surprisingly, I'm not the one having to bring that back up. Well, something I always wanted to tell you. Is it hard to, I'll give you a bone. Asher was the first ever boyfriend. Before that, we were best friends. I care about them, and it sounds like there's more to it. Let's just say our forms of care wasn't the same. I care about him, and well, he loves me. Oh, I see. It seems I hit a little closer to him. Kind of misunderstand. Stood the being in that position, but there was no rewriting the asshole that Asher revealed himself to be. I only dated him because he's going through a rough patch. I broke up with I just broken up with anyone. Myself figured we could help each other. That horribly wrong? How? He gets to clearingly insecure, every little thing I did, it was suffocating. One day he exploded. A little. I started fear for him after that. So you're stuck with him, why not get the police involved? Man, he's still my friend. I don't want to do something drastic that has put him behind bars. Dog, no. I don't care if you guys were childhood friends, but if for your safety, and maybe putting him in jail would maybe make him have a lesson learned and change his mindset and ways. Maybe, just maybe put him in jail would be the right thing to do, just for your safety, and maybe he can able to learn something while he's in jail. Have you thought about that? Have you ever thought about that? A restraining order? You violate for sure. Guess you're really fucked up in the situation you're scared out. When it's really the worst sticking by his side. There's no way to put around it. You need to put him away or be stuck with him. He was dangerous, and to be honest, Henty was even crazier for trying to protect him at this point. I can't say for sure, but if I had given up on him if I were in his shoes though. As someone who handles my shit the best that I can, and not always best for others, I would understood needing someone to accept your imperfection. But I desperately want that. Asher! I wasn't sure he didn't have a lid on himself properly, or simply didn't care about right or wrong. He wasn't drunk or high when he chased me with that bat. He was cleanly sober. It was coherent choice. Sort of appeared. Have you ever thought about therapy? Therapy is a thing. Offer him therapy. He might get pissed at you, but it doesn't hurt to ask. I still care about him. I just don't want to ruin his life. You might have to, just to make a little realization hit him in the head or something. But you intend to bring me into a life you two have? You saw how you reacted to that, right? I didn't forget what he says. You're done. You've done this before. It was a one-off sentence, but I held it onto it. The dude had history with Cindy cheating, which made me wonder if I could fully believe his side of the story. I wanted to trust him, but Hindi always had a way about him that sometimes made me feel disgusted with myself. Like I was in the frog when we had our dispute. I was looking for an escape. And I know our relation hasn't been researched in credence too, but I feel strongly about you, Melrose. You feel strongly? Not love? Never been comfortable saying that to people, but if you want to take what I said that way, then sure. No. Honestly, I'd rather hear you say it. Aren't my actions enough? Nope! Are they? He felt silent for the rest of the ride. He couldn't find the words to say to me after that. I drove into the alleyway where his apartment was. He never took the front entrance and always walked up the raggedy stairs. When I ran them down the first time, first time I'd ever been scared shitless. After that, well then, off you go. Don't try to kiss. You want to spend the night? Dog? No. Your place freaks me out. Don't be like the last time. Come on. No. He got out of the car, standing off the side, waiting for me to get out too. I got him up for you somehow. Aside and turned off the car, and I was about to get out. My phone started to ring. Huh? It's like the call ideas realized Dr. Love. I felt conflicted that I dodged him. He was likely calling about the missed apartment. I let it go to voicemail. No, 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 no! Ah! I hate toxic yaoi so much because of this. Ooh, I hate it so much. Get me out of here. Shaking the bar cage. I hate it here. I hate it here. Ah! Not like I need a session anyways. Henry, I was trying to make something work again after all. No, you're gonna die. You're gonna get concussed by that steel metal bat, or probably get beaten to death with that steel metal bat. You should just, like, okay, yeah, see you up there. I'll follow right behind you. Close the door and just drive off. Drive off, buddy. No. I open the door and step out to find Henry staring as if he found a ghost from the other side of the car. It's Asher, isn't it? What? What's wrong? Behind you. Nope. Thought so. I thought so. I swerve around and I tackle him at the same time. There's no way he has been here the whole time. Hannah didn't bother to tell me. Didn't even bother to say a word. I had known I had gotten out of the car at all. He's been hiding somewhere quietly. He had to. Get off of me. Ugh. You just don't listen, do ya? Not that it matters now. He brought a knife. Oh my god. Goes to my face and grabbed his whiz. With the two of us struggled over the seats, my back straying from the uncomfortable position. Oh my god. What you got there? A knife! Ooh, I really like how this... Okay, I know it's like a very situation going on, but I like how it's still like a sketchy feeling. Sketchy line art rather than a clean line art. Ash's strength was out of this world. His sinister laugh increased. The blade came closer to my stomach. Oh my god. Fuck, Henry! Henry, help me! Nope. Think he's gonna save you? He's fucking gone. No one's coming for your ass. He summoned enough strength to plunge a knife down into my gut. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. He gripped and slipped his twisted knife and stabbed me again. Pure malice on his face showed that he was going for the kill again. I anticipate that he would release all the pent-up rage inside of onto me. The pain was too much for me to resist. My mouth was already pulling with this taste of iron. I could hardly breathe. No more strikes after that. Oh my god. Instead, I felt Asher being yanked off of me, followed by the sound of something splattered onto the concrete. Is it Dr. Love, my beloved? Or is it vital? The vision blurred and wavered. Air grew colder. Help! Hospital! Before I continue, oh my god. Oh my gosh, I know there's a lot of folks, I know way too many folks who would enjoy this and eat this up. This is not me. I do not enjoy this. I'm like, ooh, toxic. I know some relationships is not sunshines and rainbows, but oh my god, this is like peak toxicity. But I'm still gonna try my best to enjoy it. I just don't like this genre. I mean, I don't mind it. I don't mind the dark BL and stuff, but it gets to a point where it's like, okay, that's enough. I'm exhausted from this. I'm tired, Grandpa. When will it end? Like, at this point, this all could solely be resolved of ignoring him, dropping him, blocking his number, doing everything. Like, go all no contact with this man. But I guess this guy still have feelings for him, even though he's still dating a psychopath. But whatever, I guess. I felt a hand touch my face and caress my cheek was once until everything faded away. I'm sorry. Thank you, Rose. Who? Oh, I just die. Who? Boo, tomato. What is this? You know what? Whatever. I hope me doing Icardi's. I yes. Oh shoot! I saved over it. Return. Load this. Let me overwrite that again. I hope me doing his route is not as crazy, because why am I dying? Why am I dying? Like, this is like ridiculous. And I have a gut. I feel like his route is probably 10 times, cajillion times, 100 times worse than his route that I'm. Oh man, this dude is suffering. I do not approve of this. Icardi, please save me. Maybe next stream, I hope your route is like not as crazy. Alright. Let's run it back again. That's crazy work. Anyways. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Check out my hubby. Talk to me. F you. And skip that. I'm in the hospital. We're going. Give me some time. Yeah, he sleeps. He's so beautiful. Girlie has rumors, so he's telling him where my whereabouts are and my usual schedule. Bestie's calling. I'm sorry. And handsome man, Dr. Love, save me. Okay, I did a positive on this one. Let's do a negative. And they just go home. His jaw dropped at that. He didn't bother to give him any more of my time. As you should, King. I don't know why. I'm still mad about that previous choice that we made. I'm like, ooh, I just want How old is this character? Is he like, maybe, not to age myself, I'm like 26 Earth years, and it's blowing my mind. How old is this character? Because if this character is like around my age and he's just acting a fool, this is crazy. This is crazy. I don't know, but then again, he's a guy, and usually male humans, people, whatever, doesn't have their brains fully developed, even though their brains are still developing. And I don't. I'm dog. This is pissing me off. These jaw drop at that. I didn't bother to give him any more of my time, as you should, King. Leave him. Doctor helped me put everything into his car. We peeled off rather shortly. What about my car that I just came in? Am I able to come back the next day and get my car? Dwight was quiet as the night at the hospital. Almost. The navigator piped up words. The navigator piped out a line instructions every other street or turn he made. After a while, I felt the need to break the silence. Why did you step in? Against another man? Well, you didn't appear to find his company present. You could have been my boyfriend. Could have, but is he? I looked down at my arms, leaning aside, shaking my head. Not that he could see it. No, he's not. He was, but not anymore. I figured as much. I wouldn't have introduced you to consultation if I had to believe you were in a stable relationship. That's rude. Well, you know what? Whatever. In the words of Bambi, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. My headset is like squeezing my glasses in my ear. Okay. Even if he was right. What about you then? What? Got all over her? Would she curse me out? Will she chase me with a baseball bat, huh? Who are they? My onslaught question made his brow furrow. He seems to swallow noticeably. I don't have a significant other, nor do I need one. Well, I'll be damned. You're just single as me then. How does a radio host of the top dating agency end up being single? My job is to match people and help them fall in love. It isn't necessary to indulge in it myself. Or perhaps you have no game at all and you're just giving advice to other people. I suppose I deserve your well-crafted dissing. You smiled and I found it hard to take my diss seriously. If it bothered him, he wasn't showing it. Have you ever thought about dating? I already dated before. Really, what happened? Surely a matchmaker like yourself didn't have a nasty breakup. Of course, it wouldn't surprise me if you did. Doctor wasn't well kept, even if he was beautiful, and he could add a little more fluff to his words for some. The equivalent of being widow, I guess. Oh. Sorry about that. Damn. My lover died. Talking about it when he had a serious reason for being single made the urge to talk feel awkward. Despite that, he didn't change his demeanor at all. If I poke fun at something, I expect to have someone busting my eardrums or punching me square between the eyes. Or maybe he couldn't afford to do that while driving. It was a long time ago. It doesn't hurt anymore. Couldn't shake the feeling it came over me that he said that if it was something inside, squeezed tightly. It didn't sound real funny that the potential client was trying to read into him. Maybe foolish, but he sounded robotically rehorsed. Still, I shouldn't have joked about it. I accept your remorse. We arrived at my apartment. I took all the bags out of the trunk and lined them against the wall. It'll be a back and forth trip, but I take it meant we live in. I take it if it meant to relieve him from the burden of helping me. Dang. Okay, well, yes. And put it here. Okay, let me quit. Confirm. Let me go to just chatting. Okay, that was Dr. Love's route. Not gonna lie, that shit pissed me off. I think when it comes to visual novels, nothing makes me more mad than an MC who's I think it's when it comes to like MCs who have a personality that I don't like. I mean, nothing's wrong with being like a very like negative Nancy MC, like, oh, the world is horrible, blah blah blah, I'm gonna just somehow be rude or blunt, air quotes, towards everybody that I meet and have my like walls up and defense up and don't even like, you know, bother to be like somewhat nice to people. That just makes me mad. I hate those type of people so much, whether it's real life or in game or in any media that I read or consume. I hate those type of people. I hate that personality so much. It's like, oh, I just like to pick a fight because I want to pick a fight. I'm like, you're insufferable. I hate you so much. I know like a lot of like tsundere tropes has that, which those type of jokes does make me a little bit I hate that kind of personality as well. Like a tsundere, like, well, nothing's wrong with a tsundere, but if it gets to a point where a tsundere is like, I'm being really mean and nasty to the point that I just want to start a fight and beat people up, it gets to a point I'm like, yeah, no. So maybe next time when I stream, I might stream tomorrow, actually. Even though tomorrow is not usually my stream day, but tomorrow I get off early. Yeah, tomorrow I'm doing a morning shift, therefore I'm gonna get off at an early time. So therefore, I probably will stream maybe around the same time that I did today, which is like 11 p.m. Maybe even early. Maybe like when I take a nap, I'll wake up and start streaming or something. And usually that would happen around like 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. But usually when that happens, alien mom comes home and she's on the phone talking to my grandma, and she has a very loud booming voice, so breaking a little bit of the immersions. But yeah, she has a very loud booming voice that even with my door closed you can still hear her, and I love her for that. But yeah, maybe tomorrow I will stream and we can do Icardi's route, and hopefully his route is not insufferable as Dr. Love's route, because that made me so mad. That pissed me off so much. I'm like, dog, what is this? What is this? It's like, oh, I think I have a lot of friends, IRL friends, who are somewhat in a situation kind of like this, or was in a situation like this, but not anymore or anything. Because I'm like, because sometimes when I talk to some of my IRL friends who are in relationships, I think it's like more back when I was in high school and such, they'd be like, oh, I'm back together with this person for the 5th time. I'm like, why are you back together for the 5th time? Because I guess I'm like, please, I don't understand it. I watch, like, sometimes when I watch drama shows and such, like live, this is why I can't watch like shows like Riverdale or Vampire Diaries or all that stuff that's in that categories, because there's like always like the main couple or something who's like, oh, I'm gonna take a break because I caught you doing this, so therefore we're breaking up. But then a couple seasons or a couple episodes later, they're back together. I'm like, no, what just happened at the earlier episodes, early seasons? Does that mean anything? Did you just got memory wiped by the Men in Black or something? What is going on? This is why I don't like. Ooh, these tropes piss me off. Whatever. I gotta end stream. I gotta go to bed and wake up early. All I'm just gonna say, this was a good stream. I enjoyed it. That main character low-key gets on my nerve. Like, please, like, especially if you end up being in like a certain situation where like, oh, I'm dating this person, who find out that he's already dating someone, and that someone end up being crazy and doesn't want you around. Don't go back. Listen, that is a life lesson. If you find out the person that you're dating is cheating and has a significant other, and the significant other find out that their lover is cheating on them with you, and weirdly enough, the significant other lash out at you rather than the lover, that is your sign to leave. Never contact them, block them, everything. Like, go radio silent. Don't ever talk to them ever again, because it's just gonna go in a downhole. It's just gonna go downhill, just like this game. You're gonna either wind up dead or in the hospital. Just don't do it. Don't do it. That's the moral of the story. Don't go back to your ex. That is the moral of the story. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna stream, try to do Icardi's route. And And if I have enough time after doing all of the options of his route, maybe I'll end stream and then boot up stream again, and then we can play Ace Attorney and finish season 1 of the trilogy of this game. But yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you next time I stream. Hopefully, also my goal is trying to get at least 25 subscribers by the summertime, which is June 21st, when I googled when summer start. But yeah, speaking of summer, I need to also really work on that cover song that I made a teaser for, but I haven't. I mean, I have it recorded, but I might need to re-record it because I have a better mic now. And also I need to put batteries in my fire smoke detector so it won't beep in the background while I'm recording, because that would be really embarrassing. But yeah, I think I also did record a little bit of another song cover, but that one's probably going to be more towards a Halloween theme, because I was trying to get that song cover out before Halloween starts last year, but it didn't. But I think I only had a minute in of recording of that one, but I might redo the recording of that one as well. But yeah, I'm gonna try to put my foot down and actually get these cover songs out, because I am also mixing and doing the video stuff. I'm doing everything by myself, because I mean I would hired someone to do the stuff for me, but I'm very specific and picky, and I feel like if I explain what I want to them, they won't understand. But if I ever do a duet cover, I will probably get someone to do the mixing and stuff. But if it's just a solo thing, and if I'm doing a solo song, then I'm probably just gonna do it myself. And also, it's a good learning curve for me, because and then practice makes perfect. So maybe the more solo cover songs that I do, the more I get better at mixing the songs. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I think I might also, if I'm still awake by the time I get off of work tomorrow, maybe I will do some recordings of my cover songs. Yeah, that's what I might do before stream. I'll do some cover songs. Even though my Twitter account says that I'm on hiatus, I'm not on hiatus anymore. I should take that off, but I feel like if I do take that off, I'm gonna have people in my DMs be like, hey, you want to collab? Hey, you want to commission me art? I'm like, no. Also, if you want to support the channel, do donate to my coffee or buy something from the shop. The online shop is still there. I think since the tariffs has been lifted, and sadly got refunded to the business rather than the people who had to pay the actual $50 for shipping and stuff, I think that is now available. I will constantly check my coffee just in case if anyone makes an order. Well, no, actually, I closed the shop because I needed to, because I might add some more stuff to it. I also need to order the summer acrylic charms again, and hopefully, I think my main goal is trying to get monetized on here. Maybe. But also need to record some stuff. I do need to edit some videos, but I think my computer is literally in the red on both storage. But yeah, I still need to edit the video for, what is it? The thing that I did with my childhood friend, where we do basically a smash the path video with Genshin enemies, because they're a very big fan of Genshin. I'm not. I tend to pop in here and there. I do listen to. I think like I stopped a loose interest after Zuma. No, I want to say after Sumeru. One of the two. I was like, okay, this is gay a bunch. I think honestly, I think nothing's wrong with Genshin. I think it's more like trying to like. I think like the character building to like make sure your character has good weapons and equipment and stuff. That task is like exhausting but also yet confusing but whatever. I'm going on a long rant. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. Praying that it doesn't rain because I'm sick and tired of the rain. I mean, we do need rain in the area that I'm located in, but no more, please. I need to stream properly, and I can't stream properly when it's raining outside because weirdly enough, I live in a very old town, and literally every time it rains, the internet gets really bad. No matter how fast my internet is, it just gets really bad. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, if I'm not too tired from my Earth job. But if I am too tired from my Earth job, I will see you on Saturday. Wait, let me see. Yes. Saturday. Yeah. And I think I probably will stream roughly around like crazy heathen hours, which will probably be like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. And I won't stream on Sundays because even though I said I was gonna stream like early morning or mid Sunday, I decided not to because I'm probably gonna be exhausted from streaming on Saturday. So my streaming days are gonna be Tuesday, Wednesdays. Those are gonna be like mid to late days, and then Saturday is gonna be very late, and then Sunday no stream. Monday is gonna be early to mid day stream, and then Tuesday, and then it goes back to Tuesday. So I'm streaming on Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Monday. So 4 days. I was gonna do 5 days if it was gonna include the Sunday, but I changed my mind. But yeah, that's about it. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Bye bye. Yasha!